Thank you. It's always a state of elation that I find myself in when I'm asked and honored to judge the Poetry Out Loud program, the budget for which is being cut even as we speak, and we're talking about a mere $20,000. We could probably stand on street corners and ask for 50 cents from 40,000 people and get it going right away. But I have a feeling it's not going to go away. Poetry never goes away. Poetry is at the essence it is a force that's at the essence of our origins. I do believe that it is our original language. Poetry is natural to all human beings in all times and places. It originates at a time before there was microphones, before there was a printing press, before there was any of the technology that we associate with poetry. It takes the human body to produce poetry. It takes a sense of taste, touch, smell, vision, hearing, and it takes each other, because poetry is targeted for one another. It will go on despite governments which will collapse, despite ideologies which will collapse, despite rich treasuries laid up to rust. The human body is the perfect instrument for poetry. Each of you reciting variously a Carl Sandburg poem, or a poem by Gwendolyn Brooks, or a poem by William Shakespeare, or a poem by Naomi Shihab Nye is bringing, in effect, a brand new creation into the world, because the ways in which you interpret these texts are incalculable and are very powerful because they're filtered through the human sensibility. As we speak, atrocious things are happening at our boundaries. It was revealed this morning by the Japanese government that some of the irradiated water has slipped into the ocean, that the food supply as far away as Tokyo from the Fukushima reactors has been affected, and you can believe that we will feel the effects of this too. We are engaged in another conflict in Libya. The California legislature is meeting at this moment in the legislature chambers where we were to have met originally, discussing the budgetary crisis of California. What gives voice to all of these situations? What reminds us that we're all of a piece, that we're all inextricably connected? It is poetry. I personally wish that many of the legislators could be here this morning to learn how to speak and how to deliver their messages. You are our treasures. A nation or a culture that is willing to trash its youth needs to be seriously questioned and taken to task. I have total faith that things will get better because of what I've been experiencing last night and this morning. Thank you.